Okay, so I'm here in my base, and awesome, the glitch is still here, so it's like, yeah, X-ray view. I wonder if everybody else could see it this way. I mean, I did come up against an ally's base while I was out exploring a little bit, trying to do some of the challenges, and I got to see the entirety of their contents, and surprise, surprise, what I thought was once just a map room actually had quite the kitchen in it. So, yeah. I'm guessing anybody walking up here and looking up would notice that, oh, he's only got two thralls, he's got a few chests, he's got a refrigerator, a bed, and a horse, and a map room. Oh, I can hit this, and then blah, blah, blah. All the joys of being on a PvP server. But, yeah, you can see that I'm like, I could interact with it, but that's about it. Now, speaking of interacting, okay, so found out that medium armor doesn't mean dick anymore, so don't need to worry about that, because all it does is give you a carry capacity of plus 21, but when you're playing a stat roll like I am, which is the super harvester, I'm still debating as to whether or not quick-footed is worth the agility versus, say, something like vitality or grit. Because I'm going to still get into fights. I'm still going to get into fights. My follower's not always going to be right there to fucking protect me. Because now with the new follower modes, it's kind of like there's not much there to really do. I mean, we're gonna be burning through followers so fast in this game now. But that's not the point. The point is that I collected all of my. I collected everything out of my chests. Obviously, this one I couldn't fit. And as I was picking stuff up, I realized, check this out. Watch the right-hand side of my screen. So normally you pick up the chest, it goes into your inventory, most times on your wheel unless you don't have space. No, all you get are the actual materials. You get the materials. Which means that if you want to place a new chest, you've got to craft it. And that happens with making this construction hammer. And then you tap the on the PlayStation, you tap the L1, and you go to decorations. Now, when I first logged in, all I saw was this, and I was like freaking out. I was like, I don't fucking understand. How am I supposed to fucking build stuff? Because I don't watch videos when there's an update. I always just like to jump in and explore. But now I've done some watching finally, and yeah, apparently I didn't unlock beds. So if I pick up my bed, it's just going to become materials. Not, what the hell? Why did I get all... What is that? Why am I getting corruption? How am I getting corruption? From what? What am I getting corruption from? What the fuck? Do map rooms give corruption now? Holy shit. Are you kidding me? Let's find this out. So yeah, my original stat builds were, so you have to go back into, you have to go into the knowledge thing, you have to collect all that shit again. Which is, I mean, I have bed. See, there's bed. So, I'm not getting any corruption here. So I don't get corruption off the map room. Alright. Yeah, pick up a map room, it's going to deconstruct into more materials. Now, that's kind of okay, but also not okay. Because it's like, if I have a buddy who's coming in, I'm calling in an ally from another game, he's built himself a new character here, or she's decided to transfer a character over here, you can't carry more, you can't transfer with more than what you can carry, which is going to be a pain in the ass, because as per the earlier version, expertise, formerly known as encumbrance, is combination of encumbrance and other things, beast of burden, basically, it's not going to help you, because you have to be under your weight limit in transfer over. So it looks like they got transfers back on her. But anyway, so say for instance she wanted to come over. She doesn't have a lot of material. She doesn't have a lot of stations. I want to set her up with a quick base. So I put a chest down, at the at her spawn point. And if it's a brand new character, she doesn't have any recipes to build any of the shit that I put in there. I can give her all the mats for, an armor station, a tannery, basically a quick kitchen kind of setup. She's going to have to learn every single one of those recipes. Unless she's bringing a character over from another game, then, you do carry your recipes with you, I think. I haven't double-checked what happens in 3.0 yet. So, yeah, if she was making a brand new character just to play with me on this game while she managed her other game, she's going to be pretty much, we're going to have to spend the whole afternoon running around collecting all the recipes again and leveling her up, and it's going to be like, to me, it sounds like it's like they're trying to find that balance, so that when you craft something in SIPTA, you can't just bring over loads of it over here. You're going to have to recraft it when you get here. Which honestly, if you're doing, SIPTA runs like that to play in Exiles, then you obviously have the crew at the time to, recraft those stations. It just feels clumsy. I like the idea of being able to say, oh, this chest is in the way. I want to move this chest. I can pick up this chest, and I can move it over. Plus, also, when a server goes toxic and everything starts falling apart all over the place, I keep getting corruption over here. What the fuck all is that? Why is that happening? That is just ridiculous. I don't know. Yeah. So I have one of my PvP right here for some reason, and I can't see anything. I can't tell if it's. I can't tell if it's. Oh, by the way, my bushes finally spawned back in, so I don't know. Maybe it's just taking forever for the game to load at all. I played for an hour and a half yesterday, and nothing in my base had spawned in. But anyway, so it's like, one of my strategies I had when I'm playing PvP official servers, obviously, is that when the server gets, invaded by some aggressive clans and everyone's getting their asses destroyed, is I pick up my crafters and my stations and grab some extra, grab a few mats, and I go body vault somewhere. I just go off the game. I go camp somewhere. And as far as I know, they haven't changed it, that after about a week, after about 7 days of not playing, your body disappears. So even if they come stumbling over your location, they're not going to see you. And, for players like myself who play more or less solo in a PvP environment, in other words, I don't play with a clan, that's a pretty good strat. And it's also really nice, like, say, for instance, if you have to go on extended vacations and you don't have anybody watching your stuff, you don't have to worry about it. Not to mention, what if you do get raided? You grab all your crap, and you bolt out, and you have a fallback station. Now, you don't want to stock that station, obviously, because there are ways for people to figure out what's inside of a building still, and so if you just have like a fallback place, you can immediately step back up and then retaliate. That's not going to happen anymore. It's just my head is spinning right now with the complications and permutations of the strategy, and I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing for this game. One of the video guys, one of the YouTubers I watched yesterday, trying to kind of get ahead of the curve here, or catch up to the curve here, was going on and on about how what they changed in the game as far as crafting and things like that, and the microtransactions is what he was really talking about. The whole the bazaar and the battlegrounds, battle pass, and it's like, yeah, it's not cool. He doesn't like it. I personally don't give any fucks about this. All I'm going to get is challenge XP, and then, we unlock these things, but I can't get any of these things until I have the battle pass. And what do I care? This is like 120 Crom coins. The battle pass costs 1,200 Crom coins if I just get the basic one. 3,000 if I get the premium one, but I'm not. Uh, yeah. I mean, the pirates of the Black Hand are most dangerous kind of pirates, shipless, aimless, and prostitute. Yeah, chicken emo. Yeah, I mean these are all cosmetics, really. They're either cosmetics or they're perpetuating things for the battle pass. But then we go to the bazaar, and you know you've got ancient armaments, this kind of stuff. It gets emote bundle. Yeah, sandstone set. That's cute. Chimneys and things. Uh, rough timber frames. Yeah, so it's cosmetics, but in aesthetics, and that's fine. Echoes of Acheron. I think this is just a skin. Yeah, that's the other thing about armor. Is like, I mean, I went out of my way to get a particular, crafter. I keep gaining corruption. I don't understand what that's all about. I really don't. It's so frustrating. Um, yeah, so I guess I'm wearing heavy armor now. So yeah, I guess. Anyway, so yeah, you gotta fucking if I want to put my tannery back down, and then I have to like make sure that I've got it lined up properly and stuff. I mean, that's what you would be doing anyway, but it's just I don't know. It's just something about and then yeah, and then decorations. Come on, really decoration? Why can't I make beds? Why can't I make a bed? I don't have any hide. Yeah, getting used to the navigation is going to be hardened steel. Oh, okay, whatever. So, you can still do this. So I'd have to do this. I'd have to go like this, and it's like, yeah, I build for small footprints, and it's like this is just I don't know. I'm not feeling. I'm sure I'm going to get used to it. I always do. It's always something that. Um, it's always the first few days of playing that you finally catch your groove, and yeah, I don't know. I just uh, I would have liked to. I would have liked it better. If at least if these things were standard. Or, for instance, like, what is it else I want to talk about here? Like, for instance, okay, it's going to take so much time to get used to all this. Um, where is the crafting stations? Okay, so we have carpentry. We're going to have artisan stations. Okay, so now you got to build the artisan station. Oh lordy. If I want to build, I think I have to build this in order to. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't think about it because so much of the crafting station is share materials. So you could, if you were a true minimalist and really wanted to push the minimalism, because once I pull this, I'm going to lose my spawn point. But I'm like, if I come over here, open this up. What is this? What is a divan? Oh, it's a bench. Never mind. There we go. See, a Grossian bed. Yeah, because this is all cosmetics. I would imagine that yeah. And when I pull this away, when I pick this up, return to inventory, I mean, at least you get the materials back all the way. So, um, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it works out because a lot of what we use, if you're building on the basics, if you're building on basics, like say for instance, okay, smithing. Okay, here we go. I don't have the rough stone, but I could make that, which is brick and iron reinforcements, and I can make that, which is brick and steel bar. So it's like, so say for instance, I'm only making iron reinforcements or steel reinforcements or whatever. So I make a blacksmith's bench. Then I'm done with that, and then I'm going to go ahead and start making, tanning stuff. Well, that's just, there we go. I mean, I don't need to carry around 400 brick. All I need is, 100 brick, because I think that's like the most expensive part right there. Um, yeah, because hardened brick is for that. So I guess efficiency wise, I wouldn't need to carry 400 brick. If I'm only working one station at a time because I have very very finite space, then I would only need to carry around 100 brick at most, maybe 200, or maybe 150. Because then everything else, I could just, break it down and then go back and use it again. For instance, that's also going to take hardened brick. Uh, this just takes stone. But like I said, an improved carpenter's bench. There you go. I need 100 brick for an improved carpenter's bench. How often am I going to be making shaped wood? Shaped wood is not the most expensive building material. The most involved building material is brick. Unless you're using black ice, then it's going to be your steel reinforcements and insulated wood. So then, which is why I like to work without black ice because for me it is actually easier just to do that. Same thing goes for the alchemy station. If I want to go ahead and quickly smash together this, I could do that. And I guess that's really the cool thing is that there's no crafting wait time. So I guess there's some pluses to it. There's some pluses to it. If I want to, I need to make an alchemy bench. Um, oh wait, let's see something here. Oh, you can move the placeable. See, there we go. Okay. Okay, so I guess that's gonna work. I guess it can work. So if you want to move things around, you can do that. But can you put it in a box? No. So you're still ending up, yeah, you're still going to end up having to, yeah. So as far as bringing in allies, recruiting people from, other servers who don't want to move their characters, you're going to have to invest in getting them leveled up so they can learn their recipes. Which means that planning for a war is going to take that much more effort. I don't know. I'm going to be optimistic and say that I started off really not liking it, but I think it's just because it's such a sudden change. And I really wasn't preparing myself. I wasn't watching any of the test live stuff because I was thinking, I want to be surprised. Sorcery, woo, pew, pew, pew. That's what I was thinking about. I was just thinking about, throwing fireballs and lightning bolts and stuff. But I guess, I don't know. We'll see how it feels after a while, and I'll guess I'll give my thoughts on it later on. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. So thanks for stopping by.